Hey guys, it's Megan. Just wanted to film a little end of the year video for you guys. I know it's a little late, but you know, I got sick. People get sick. It happens, unfortunately. But I wanted to film a little cosplay year in review thing because I did quite a bit this year that I wasn't expecting to do that much. Honestly, it surprised myself. This year I made a total of 6 costumes and I had a lot of fun making them. I made a lot more than I thought I did. Probably because this year felt like so long. Like, I don't know if it was just me, but this year felt immensely long. Like, ridiculously long. And some of the cosplays I made earlier this year didn't feel like they were part of this year at all. The cosplays I made this year was Princess Choron, Chat Noir, Sailor Chibi Moon, Harley Quinn, Haruka and Sayako. Well, Saya's date outfit, the lovely one. I'm gonna put some photos coming up here of a photo of each of the costumes here. I wanted to talk about different experiences I had in these costumes and what I learned while making them, as well as at the end talk about what I'm planning on doing for next year, as well as some resolutions that I have for this year. Also, if I keep looking down, it's because I got my list right here on my phone. So the first one was Choron, and Choron was a big learning experience for me. I did a couple things that I'd never done before, like scallops and wearing 2 wigs at once, making like a warble accessory. Because Choron, I ended up wearing 2 wigs for Choron because I wanted to be able to use that blonde one. I didn't want to cut off the top of it in order to be able to sew it together. I wanted to be able to wear this wig for something else in the future. I didn't want to spend the money on the Art of Wig that I did and not be able to use it later for something else. So that's why I ended up tucking the main part of the wig, like the bangs, underneath and bobby pinned the shit out of it. And then had the tiara, ended up covering most of the stuff. This costume was a lot of fun to figure out. I ended up ordering just a basic petticoat online. It was also my first time competing in Sakura-con's cosplay contest, so there was a lot to learn there. And it was a lot of fun. Learned that the shoes that I had do not fit, so my feet were really messed up on the Friday of the convention, so I ended up wearing sneakers for the actual cosplay contest, not just judging, because my feet were killing me. So that was a lot of fun, though. I had only ever done one other costume contest before, which was my domo back years ago. And I've been meaning to get back into costume contests, and this is my little dipping my toes back in, I guess you could say, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that I did it. I may not have won anything, but my friend Rita did. She was wearing this, her Hanzo. As for things I learned while making Choron, I learned a lot about gathering that I didn't realize before. I'd never quite gathered that much of a piece of fabric, because the skirt was these giant things. At least each panel was about my arm's length wide, at least, and I had sewn 3 of those together for my waist, and then I had to gather it all to fit like right here. Well, more, I don't know, it was a high waist. Anyway, and basically I didn't leave a long enough thread at the other end, so I spent like an hour gathering and gathering and gathering and gathering. I get to the other end, and what happened? The whole other side ended up coming out, and I'm just like, well, we're not doing that again, because screw that. I also did a little bit more work on transferring a longer wig into like a kind of like my haircut style, but when my hair is a little more grown out, I just got it cut. So that was a fun. They only had the indigo in stock on Arta's thing at the time in the color I needed, in the style that would work. So I had to cut an indigo down to Choron's short hair. Luckily the back didn't have to be totally perfect since I had the blonde wig covering it. I'll probably get another wig for when I actually do Choron, like his normal outfit. But it was a lot of fun. I got a really good reception in Choron, and I'm really glad that I did it. I'm gonna hold on to him until Jade does Prince Sakura, and we're gonna get cute photos, and then yeah, it's gonna be good. The next costume that I did this year was Cat Noir or Chat Noir or whatever you liked to call him. It was first time. I unfortunately didn't get the fabric that I wanted to work with for this costume, so I did the best that I could with the materials that I could get up here in Canada. We don't have a huge like spandex availability up here in like broad styles and such like that. So I didn't get a chance to go down to Joann's and buy some of like Yaya's spandex or whatnot. So unfortunately, I had to use what I had, which is this weird like shiny, it was like kind of dance fabric-y, but not that tacky looking. It was like between nice and dance fabric. It was shiny, but not exactly what I look for. It feels kind of weird too. Lovely Jade styled my chat wig for me, and I cannot thank her enough for that. And she's actually in the process of restyling the spikes for me because they kind of got a little deflated over time. So once I remake the bodysuit and remake all of the stuff, that's gonna be for my Chat Noir 2.0. The mask and the ears were made by Ravenwood Masks on Etsy. I'll have a link for her down below. Amazing work and like really nice leather work. It's nice and thick and it's flexible, and like I asked about the mask and she offered to make the ears too for like one bundled price, which was really nice. And I don't know if you guys have heard of Ravenwood Masks before, but their work is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like everything you might have heard about them that's good is totally true. It ended up shipping really quickly. It was done in no time, and thoroughly can recommend Ravenwood Masks. And I just took a pair of combat boots, painted the toes. I might go in and actually like make it like cat shaped, you know what I mean, for the next time. And I'm still working on making the ankle cuffs and the wrist cuffs. My first time making like a bodysuit cosplay for myself, which was an experience. I learned that when you are using the men's bodysuit pattern, you don't exactly need to go by your size perfectly, because like my arms are tiny, the sleeves are like that big. There's a lot of fitting and a lot of alterations and stuff, but on the bright side, I can use my new bodysuit or my old bodysuit to alter and use those pattern pieces for the new one, which is convenient. I haven't decided if I'm going to get the fabric custom printed or anything, because I'm thinking of getting it custom designed and printed with the zippers printed on the fabric, so I don't have to figure out how to insert zippers into a spandex bodysuit in like a little weird section. I don't really need like working pockets for Shat, because I'm not going to stick anything in those pockets anyway. It'll make the suit go weird. Overall, Shat's really fun to wear. The fabric I got was a little thin on the thinner side, so it's a little cold to wear, but overall it's super fun time, and got to do my first ever paid shoot in Shat with Evan Chen. Link for them down below as well, and it was lots of fun, and I can't wait to do them again. Now for the fun one was Sailor Chibi Moon. And so Sailor Chibi Moon was a costume that I technically kind of made in 2 days, minus the white part of the leotard and the wig and like the little broochy like Odango cover things, because I already had those ordered for my Super Chibi Moon costume. But basically I had started a Haruka, a Sailor Uranus costume a little while ago, and I messed up the skirt. So basically I was asked to be a Chibi Moon for a photo shoot with my friends, and I'm like, sure, why not? So I just took the skirt that I'd messed up anyway off of that fuku, and I put the pink one on it, and I ended up making everything in about 2 days. And the boots were just boot cover I made that was scotch taped shut down the back of my boot. I didn't have time to figure out how to get a zipper in there kind of thing, so I got the boot covers done, I got the gloves, everything. Luckily I had the wig. The Odango covers got hot glued to my hair buns, so they aren't coming off for that wig anytime soon, but I did just order some new wig supplies to remake the wig with Jade, so I can wear regular Chibiusa stuff again. I'll get a different way to attach the Odango covers. I've had people tell me that if you stick like, not nails necessarily, but like thumbtacks but longer onto the back of the gem, you can just shove it into the styrofoam ball and it's removable, and it's really convenient that way. But fun experiences. You guys saw the vlog obviously, so I don't need to talk about some behind the scenes stuff for that one, but that was the only time I really wore her, because the skirt, it was a lot of learning for that one. I'm gonna try to remake it a lot better, because first time working with horsehair, it was my first time making that kind of like a pleated skirt kind of thing, and the hip roll. There's a lot of things I want to improve on that one for next time, and hopefully I can do that. Another one I wore, again, that was slightly improved was Haruka's casual outfit. All I did was I ended up wearing a new pair of jeans with it. That makes it look a lot nicer. Did a little bit better on my makeup, and the wig is still the same, everything else is still the same. I just finally got a chance to wear her again, and I actually got proper photos of her this year, so that was really fun. I got to wear it for International Sailor Moon Day, and my friend Erin, in her new cosplay, link in the description, and so my friend Emma, link is also going to be in the description below. I got to wear it with them and take some fun photos, and with Erin I got to take some like in and out of transformation Haruka photos, which was really fun, and got some cool photos of her as well. I'm still in the process of editing everything. The new one this year was Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Most of this costume was purchased from Hot Topic. The shoes, the wig, the bat, and some of the accessories were purchased off my friend Rachel, whose link is going to be in the description below. The shoes were about half a size too small, I realized after I wore them all day for the first time at the conventions. My feet were a little dead, and the sequin underwear, I would highly suggest not getting the ones from Hot Topic if you can still find them. The sequins along the edge of the seam are not done like removed or anything, so they kind of dig into you in uncomfortable places, and it hurts a lot. That's all I gotta say. I was unfortunately not very smart, and I was in such a rush to get all of my stuff packed up before heading over to my friend Lauren's house. Link for Lauren in the description. I'm sure you know who Lauren is. Before I was heading out there, and I forgot to mirror the tattoos before I printed them, so unfortunately all of that temporary tattoos I printed off were useless, but that's okay. I drew most of them on my legs, and the shirt I hadn't cut up or anything yet because I was still trying to like get a better belt and other things like that fit me properly, so I didn't really have the shirt short anyway to have the belly and the back tattoo, which is fine. So the only temporary tattoo I ended up using was the arm sleeve one, which I might try to make longer, if that makes any sense, for next time, because it didn't quite reach around my arm, unfortunately, which is fine, and it's good for next time to know. And I might try to invest in airbrush before I do her again, because that arm, like, temporary tattoo things, if they're good for little ones, I would highly suggest not using it for, like, a full sleeve. It feels like you took cling wrap and wrapped your arm in it. It's not a pleasant feeling, and then trying to get that off. Ooh, honey, don't wear it if it's not, like, the last day of the con, if you're going to do, like, a sleeve from the temporary tattoos, because, oh man, I was in the bath for like an hour scrubbing, and I didn't even get like all of it off, but I got enough off that it wasn't super visible, but it was gross. Do not recommend. Learn from my mistakes. But it was still a lot of fun to be Harley. The wig was a little small for me, so I'm in the process of also making a new one. I'm going to be revamping it. I forget how to pronounce this Instagram person's name, but they make shoes and the Harley Quinn underwear as well. I'll link them in the description, but they are absolutely fantastic. Like, they're super friendly. I haven't bought them yet, but I've heard great things from other people. Obviously, I cannot recommend 100% if I don't have it myself, but I've heard a lot of really great things about her, and I'm really excited to order new shoes and the sequined underwear from her in the future. Finally, I did Seiko this year, his date outfit from the episode from season 5 where he goes on a date with Usagi, and so it's that tacky SOS outfit. It was a lot of fun to wear him. I've been wanting to cosplay Seiya for so long. Seiya is my absolute favorite from Sailor Moon. I love them so much. Sailor Starfighter or Seiya, whatever version you want, and I just can't wait because I'm going to be cosplaying Seiya with my friend in the future in her date outfit, and I'm really excited to get photos of those. But I can't believe how much of an ass I looked like in this costume. It was amazing. The stupid sunglasses, the hat, the rat tail ponytail, which I still need to detangle, but that's fine. And the shirt was a lot of learning space. I didn't buy enough fabric because I ended up messing up and cutting out the wrong size stripes the first time, so I'd like to go back and buy some more if I can find that fabric color again, so I can make the bottom flap properly closed, if you know what I mean. And I was hoping to properly applique the SOS onto the fabric as well, so I can wash it without it getting all messed up. But in the meantime, I got that. It was my first time making a fly zipper pair of pants, so that was really fun. And it turned out really well. Super comfortable. Surprisingly, at Fan Expo was the warmest costume I was wearing that weekend, even though technically it was like the least amount of clothes I was wearing because I was in a t-shirt and a thin pair of pants. Those are the cosplays I did for this year. I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot this year with like cost crunch and everything else, and my goals for this year are to not cosplay crunch to the point where like is like the day before the con and I'm still sewing at midnight, or we're traveling and it's like midnight the day we leave and I'm still finishing up stuff. So my goal for this year is to not have too much cost crunch. My lineup for this year. So I'm doing Yoshiko or Yohane from Love Live. I'm commissioning Super Sailor Chibi Moon as well. And hopefully from the Geeky, I have it planned, but I'm going to be commissioning Geeky Seamstress on Instagram, link below, for my Super Sailor Chibi Moon. So I can finally get that done. It's been on my list for forever, so hopefully. For SakuraCon, I'm working on My Valentine. We have KupoCon in Vancouver this year, and I'm making Cindy from Final Fantasy 15, or Sydney, or Cindy, however you want to call her. I'm going to be revamping my Anna from Fire Emblem Awakening, redoing all the armor. My friend Amanda's going to help me with that. It's going to be great. And if I'm able to afford it for Fan Expo or AR, I'd like to do Dark Side Dimensions, Kaiba. Anyway, sorry for the long video, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and feel free to leave me a like and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in the future. Happy 2018, and I'm also hoping to upload more videos for you guys, so stay tuned for those. Bye!